Hey music lovers, and welcome back to the channel. Get ready, because today we're embarking on an incredible sonic adventure, a journey that starts on a small, vibrant island and ends up shaking dance floors and changing cultures all over the globe. We're talking about the unstoppable force that is Jamaican music, and specifically, the mind-bending, groundbreaking evolution of reggae. Now, when you hear reggae, what comes to mind? Maybe the laid-back, spiritual vibes of Bob Marley, the infectious rhythm that makes you want to move. But what if I told you that the story of reggae is far deeper, far more complex, and far more fascinating than you probably imagine? This isn't just about one sound. It's about a continuous, living, breathing musical revolution, born from the unique spirit of a nation. Imagine a place where every beat tells a story, a country that, despite its small size, has consistently pushed the boundaries of sound, inventing entirely new genres that conquer the world, one infectious rhythm at a time. This is Jamaica, and its musical journey is nothing short of miraculous. From the moment it gained independence, Jamaica began to craft its own unique voice, blending the sounds of America with its own rich heritage, stirring them in a pot of innovation, and serving up something nobody had ever heard before. The music we now know as reggae didn't just appear out of nowhere. It evolved, step by painstaking step, beat by revolutionary beat, through a series of transformations that are as captivating as the music itself. It's a story of constant reinvention, of artists daring to slow things down, then speed them up, then infuse them with raw digital power. It's a tale of how a small island's creativity—
And the Grammy goes to Colors of Royal—
became a global phenomenon, influencing everything from rock and pop to hip-hop and electronic music. But what was the secret ingredient? What unseen force drove this continuous, thrilling evolution? Was it the rhythm, constantly shifting, putting emphasis on the beats you least expected? Was it the bass line, often acting like a second melody, pulling you deeper into the groove? Or was it something more profound, a powerful connection to the island's struggles, triumphs, and spiritual awakening? Consider this. How did one small island manage to birth not just one, but several distinct musical genres in such a short span of time, each becoming internationally famous in its own right? What was it about Jamaica's culture, its history, its people, that fueled this incredible, never-ending wave of musical genius? And what made each generation of musicians decide it was time to either slow down the beat, make it heavier, or completely digitize the sound? Always pushing the boundaries of what came before? Think about the power of music to deliver a message. In Jamaica, music was often more than just entertainment. It was a tool for change, a voice for the voiceless. So was the evolution of these sounds purely a musical choice, or was it also a form of rebellion, a way to speak truth to power, to address social injustice, or to express a deep spiritual longing? And how did this island's distinct sound manage to leap across vast oceans, capturing the hearts of millions in places like London, New York, and beyond, influencing artists and movements far from its shores? What is the true thread, the invisible link that connects the joyful, infectious bounce of early ska to the raw, hard-hitting energy of modern dancehall? By the end of this video, you'll not only understand the incredible journey from ska to rocksteady to reggae and ultimately to dancehall, but you'll also discover the core reasons why this music evolved, the way it did, and the profound impact it had on the world. You'll hear the defining sounds, meet the pioneering artists, and uncover the cultural shifts that shaped each incredible era. Here at CE Trends, we're dedicated to bringing you the stories behind the sounds, the journeys of the genres, and the cultural forces that shape the world of music. This isn't just a history lesson, it's an exploration of human creativity and resilience told through the universal language of rhythm. So if you're ready to unlock the secrets behind the beat that changed the world, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and ring the notification bell so you don't miss a single deep dive into the music that truly moves us. Get ready, because the evolution is about to begin.
Now everybody can do the ska.
Our incredible musical journey begins in the vibrant streets of Jamaica, specifically in the late 1950s and early 1960s. This was a truly special time for the island. Jamaica had just gained its independence, and with that freedom came an explosion of national pride, optimism, and a burning desire to create something uniquely their own. Imagine the atmosphere, a newfound sense of identity, a feeling that anything was possible. And from this exciting new energy, a brand new sound was born: ska. Ska wasn't just a simple new style, it was a musical melting pot. Jamaican musicians, always creative and resourceful, were soaking up sounds from everywhere. They listened intently to American rhythm and blues, or R&B, from radio stations in places like Miami and New Orleans. They mixed that with their own traditional Caribbean sounds like mento and calypso, and even borrowed elements from jazz. But they didn't just copy. They blended it all together with a unique Jamaican twist, creating something that sounded both familiar and completely fresh. The defining characteristic of ska, the secret ingredient that made it so infectious, was its energetic rhythm. Unlike much of the American music that emphasized the first beat, ska put a strong, almost bouncy emphasis on the offbeat. Think of it like this: instead of boom, clap, ska was more like clap, boom. This offbeat rhythm was often played by the guitars or pianos, creating a driving, restless energy. The bass line was also super important, often playing a walking style that kept everything moving forward. And you couldn't miss the prominent horn sections: trumpets, trombones, and saxophones blasting out catchy melodies, adding to that unmistakable ska energy. It was a sound that made you want to move, to skank, a dance where your upper body leans forward on the offbeat. Bands like the Skatalites were true pioneers. They were a group of incredibly talented session musicians who basically invented the sound. Then you had artists like Prince Buster, known for his powerful vocals and influential songs, and Desmond Dekker, who would later achieve global fame. Ska was more than just music. It was the soundtrack to a new, optimistic era in Jamaica. It was a vibrant expression of freedom, national pride, and the sheer joy of living in a new, independent country. It captured the excitement and energy of a nation finding its own voice. Ska artists often sang about everyday life, love, and sometimes subtle social commentary, reflecting the mood of the times. It was a powerful wave that even crossed the Atlantic, becoming a big hit with the mod subculture in the UK, showing early signs of Jamaican music's global reach. But as with all vibrant movements, change was in the air. The hot Caribbean sun, evolving tastes, and a desire for even deeper grooves would soon lead to the next stage of this incredible journey. As the mid-1960s rolled around, a subtle but significant shift began to happen in Jamaican music. The frantic, high-energy pace of ska started to mellow out, giving rise to a smoother, cooler sound called Rocksteady. This wasn't a sudden break, it was a natural evolution influenced by a combination of factors. Some say it was simply because it was a really hot summer in 1966 and musicians just couldn't play as fast. Others believe it was the influence of slower, more soulful American R&B and soul music that was reaching Jamaican shores. Whatever the reason, the pace became more deliberate, more relaxed, and the focus shifted in fascinating ways. In Rocksteady, that powerful offbeat rhythm from ska was still there, but it was less bouncy, more laid back. The tempo slowed down, giving the music a deeper, more soulful feel. What really came to the forefront in Rocksteady was the bass line. It became incredibly prominent, often carrying the main melody of the song, creating a deep, hypnotic groove that truly rocked steady. The drums became simpler, often focusing on a steady, driving rhythm, and the guitar sometimes became more sparse, emphasizing that signature offbeat strum. This slower pace also allowed for more intricate and beautiful vocal harmonies to shine. Think of Rocksteady as the cool, sophisticated older cousin of ska, still danceable but with a richer, more emotional depth. Key artists of the Rocksteady era include the incredibly soulful Alton Ellis, often called the godfather of Rocksteady, with his smooth vocals. Groups like the Paragons and the Techniques also produced some of the most enduring hits of this period. Lyrical themes in Rocksteady often deepened, moving beyond just party anthems to explore more complex emotions like love, heartbreak, and sometimes even the simmering social tensions within Jamaica. delivered with a more reflective tone. Rocksteady was a crucial stepping stone. It was a vital bridge that allowed Jamaican musicians to experiment with slower tempos and more soulful arrangements, preparing the ground for the deeper, more spiritual, and globally impactful sound that was about to emerge. It taught them how to truly feel the rhythm, setting the stage for the genre that would ultimately put Jamaica on the world map. And then, in the late 1960s, the sound that the entire world now recognizes, the very heart of Jamaican music, finally emerged: reggae. The exact origin of the name reggae is debated. Some say it came from a slang term, others from a specific rhythm. But there's no debating the sound's massive impact. Reggae took the slowed-down rhythm of rocksteady and further refined it, creating a distinctive beat known as the one-drop. The one-drop is what truly defines reggae's rhythm. It's where the snare drum and bass drum hit powerfully on the second and fourth beats of the bar, leaving the first beat feeling almost empty, creating a kind of irresistible push and pull. The bass line became even more central, often carrying the main melody and providing that deep, hypnotic groove that pulls you in. This unique rhythmic structure, combined with often sparse guitar and keyboard chords played on the offbeat, gave reggae its unique, almost trance-like quality, often described as a heartbeat. More than just a musical style, reggae became deeply intertwined with the Rastafarian movement, a spiritual and social movement that gained prominence in Jamaica. Rastafarianism championed African identity, sought liberation from oppression, and emphasized unity and peace. Its beliefs and messages of social justice, political struggles, and spiritual enlightenment found their perfect voice in reggae. The lyrics became profoundly poetic and powerful, often speaking directly about poverty, inequality, political corruption, and the yearning for a better, more just world. This gave reggae a unique spiritual and revolutionary edge that set it apart from other popular music of the time. And at the very heart of this global movement stood Bob Marley and the Wailers. Bob Marley was not just a musician. He became a global ambassador for reggae, for Jamaica, and for the Rastafarian message of peace, love, and revolution. His charisma, his powerful lyrics, and his undeniable musical talent allowed him to transcend borders and cultures like no artist before him from the developing world. Albums like Exodus, Legend, and Uprising became iconic, selling millions worldwide and spreading his messages of one love and justice far and wide. He used his music to unite people, even bringing opposing political leaders together on stage in Jamaica. His legacy is immeasurable, and he truly cemented reggae's place as a global force. But Bob Marley was just one star in a galaxy of talent. Peter Tosh, a founding member of the Wailers, was known for his more militant, justice-focused approach and his powerful vocals. Bunny Wailer, the other Wailer, focused on the deep spiritual roots of the music. Jimmy Cliff, through his iconic role in the film The Harder They Come, brought reggae to an even wider international audience, making the film's soundtrack a global hit. Artists like Burning Spear delved deep into the spiritual Nyabingi drumming traditions, creating a profound meditative sound. Record labels like Studio One and Trojan Records were crucial in developing and distributing these sounds, creating a vibrant ecosystem for reggae to thrive. Reggae became the heartbeat of Jamaica, a powerful voice for the marginalized, and a global force for positive change, even influencing genres like punk and rock, with bands like The Clash and artists like Eric Clapton incorporating its rhythms and messages. But even a king's reign eventually leads to new chapters, and the digital age was about to bring another explosive transformation to Jamaican music. As we moved into the late 1970s and early 1980s, a new, raw, and incredibly energetic sound began to burst forth from Jamaica's vibrant sound system culture: dancehall. This was a pivotal moment, driven largely by advancements in technology. The arrival of affordable electronic drum machines and synthesizers completely changed the game. Musicians and producers could now create powerful, complex instrumental tracks. Known as rhythms, without needing a full live band, this democratized music production and allowed for faster experimentation. The heart of dancehall was, and still is, the sound system culture. These massive, mobile speaker setups were the true centers of Jamaican nightlife, especially in the poorer communities. Sound system competitions were legendary, with crews battling to play the freshest tunes and have the most charismatic DJs, what we might call MCs or rappers. These DJs would toast, essentially rap or chant, over the instrumental rhythms, creating a dynamic, spontaneous, and highly interactive performance. The rhythms became faster, often more electronic, and featured incredibly heavy bass lines, drawing influences from early hip-hop and the growing electronic music scene. Lyrical content in dancehall often shifted to be more immediate, reflecting everyday life, party anthems, and sometimes slackness, a more explicit, often humorous and provocative style that stood in contrast to the more conscious messages of roots reggae. Early pioneers like Yellowman, with his charismatic stage presence and often controversial lyrics, became a huge star. Ika Mouse brought his unique vocal style and sense of humor, and Sister Nancy broke ground as a female DJ, proving that women could dominate the sound system scene with powerful tunes like Bam Bam. The 1990s saw dancehall explode globally, with artists like Shabba Ranks breaking into mainstream charts with his distinctive gravelly voice. Buju Banton, known for his powerful lyrics and versatility, became a massive force, evolving from more controversial early work to deeply conscious later music. Beenie Man, the king of the dancehall, dominated with his endless hits and energetic performances. Later, artists like Sean Paul took dancehall to the top of the global pop charts, collaborating with superstars and pushing the sound into new territories. Figures like Vybz Kartel, despite his controversies, became incredibly influential for his prolific output and innovative lyrical styles. Modern dancehall continues its relentless evolution. It's constantly absorbing new influences from contemporary pop, R&B, and the explosion of Afrobeats, creating a vibrant, ever-changing sound. It maintains its raw energy, its connection to street culture, and its ability to comment on the present moment. From the biggest pop hits to underground club bangers, the influence of dancehall is everywhere, a testament to Jamaica's never-ending musical innovation. From the infectious, optimistic skank of ska, born from newfound freedom, to the soulful, laid-back groove of Rocksteady, then to the conscious, spiritual vibrations of classic roots reggae that conquered the world, and finally to the electrifying raw energy of digital dancehall, the evolution of Jamaican music is truly one of the most incredible stories in sound. It's a testament to the boundless creativity, resilience, and unwavering spirit of the Jamaican people. Each genre didn't just appear, it built upon the foundations of its predecessors, absorbing new influences, adapting to changing times, and always creating something uniquely powerful. This continuous cycle of innovation has gifted the world a rich and diverse musical landscape that continues to influence artists, genres, and cultures across the globe. It's proof that sometimes the biggest sounds come from the smallest places. We hope this deep dive has given you a whole new appreciation for the sonic tapestry of Jamaica and the genius behind its enduring musical legacy. What was your favorite era in this incredible evolution? Or perhaps which artist from this journey resonated with you the most? We love hearing from our community, so please share your thoughts, your favorite tracks, and your insights in the comments below. Your engagement is what makes C Trends truly special. If you found this journey through the evolution of reggae as fascinating as we did, then you absolutely must subscribe to C Trends right now. Hit that notification bell so you're always the first to know when we release our next in-depth video, whether it's another deep dive into music history, breaking celebrity news, or unraveling complex entertainment industry stories. We're committed to bringing you clear, compelling, and insightful content that goes beyond the headlines. To continue your exploration of music's global impact and the stories behind the genres, we highly recommend these essential videos from our channel. First, dive into the 10 underrated reggae artists you'll be obsessed with: the Twinkle Brothers, Dennis Brown, Sadagesio. For a look at how culture and music intersect, check out 15 best reggae songs of all time. And finally, for another journey through influential sounds, don't miss Bob Marley Top 10 Songs of All Time. You can find all these crucial videos and our complete coverage by clicking the links on your screen now or by visiting our CE Trends channel page. Thank you for making CE Trends your trusted source for entertainment news and cultural insights. We'll be back with another essential update from the ever-evolving, always fascinating world of music and celebrity.